Hey everyone, this is Christina. This is a brand new channel and this is a place where we talk about everything. Today I just want to do a get ready with me. Excuse me. I don't have nowhere to go. I'm currently unemployed, but getting myself ready and looking put together makes me feel better throughout the day. Yeah, so let's get started. In this video I want to talk about where I'm at currently in my life. I want to be all positive and everything, but I'm not actually because the pollen allergies have started. They can start February, but I think this year it started around mid-March and I'm already feeling it. I'm pretty convinced it's the allergies. Every year I'm kind of in a denial, but it is the allergies, I'm pretty sure. The thing is that I feel like it got worse throughout the years, and every year the symptoms are kind of different, and that's what makes it so difficult for me to identify whether it's really the allergies or if it's something else. Because this year, for example, except on top of having difficulty breathing and sneezing all the time, I've also been feeling really tired and fatigued, and like my shoulders felt weird the day before, and it felt weird and tired. It didn't really hurt, so it's hard to describe. And the next day it was a little better, but then I went for a walk with my fiance, and after the walk it felt so tense and hard, like from my neck down to my shoulders. And now this morning the tension went from my neck up to my head, so now I have a headache. I'm kind of worried. Like I really hope it's just the allergies because it sounds serious. And yeah, it makes me feel tired all the time. I don't like this feeling. By the way, okay, I'm gonna put some makeup on. I already primed my face. I'm using the Clinique face cream, which has 40 SPF. I have to say I am not a fan of this one because it leaves like a glossy look on the skin. I like the glossy look at first, but I don't like it like throughout the day. I just don't, especially when the skin has sweated a little. Oh, and by the way, yes, I have blue eyes. That's crazy. Don't worry, it's not domestic violence. It was just literally me getting an evening snack and I bumped my head into the cupboard. Yeah. Yes, that's me. Okay, anyways. Enough talking. I need a mirror. Okay, I don't have anything else, so I'm just using my jewelry stand, which has a mirror. Don't make noise. Okay, let me go. I'm gonna try and cover up my blue eye. I think I'm just gonna do something simple. I'm not gonna overdo it. I just wanna look less tired and conceal the dark spots on my face, basically. Okay, so what did I want to talk about today? Let me see. By the way, I wrote down some notes just because listen, I lose my train of thoughts easily, and I'm all over the place. So I just prefer like do a pre-recording script, if that makes sense. Just notes, just so I know what I wanted to talk about in this video. So, as I already mentioned, I am currently unemployed because I had a 1-year contract, and the year contract came to an end, and now I'm looking for my next job. So I'm home. I've been home for about a month, and I really enjoy the time off. I really do. I have the time to rest. I have the time to clean the house, organize. I have the time to cook, to think. I have the time to PMS in peace. I have the time to be sick in peace, you know? And I was telling, I want to say my boyfriend, but it's my fiance. I was telling my partner is a good word. They say it's just it's a word you use in the LGBTQ community, but I think saying boyfriend sounds a bit childish. Partner is the right word. Yeah, I was telling him it's normal like to have shitty days where you're just tired or sick, and it feels good when you have the space to get rest and be sick, and you have the space to do it, you know, in peace. You also have shitty days when you work, and I know how it feels like having to work and not having the option to stay home and rest. You can take a day off, of course, but it's just not the same. It's not the same. Most of the time I go, like when I work, I go to work even if I'm a little sick or tired, unless I'm really sick. But yeah, I feel like it puts a certain stress on the body, especially as women with our cycles. I mean, the cortisol levels are always high, you know, when you just don't have time to rest properly. So I take this off time as a blessing, and I've already had periods in my life where I had off times, like after graduation, where, you know, or after a transition again. And every time I feel like I was taking that time for granted, because I was always so worried about, okay, what's my next move? What's my next step? Oh my God, so much that I would worry about. And then I would find something eventually. And every time I would look back and be like, wow, you literally took that time for granted. You did. And this time I want to do this differently. I don't want to take it for granted. And still, I mean, when you have like time off like this, when you really have nothing on your calendar, at first it's fun, but there always comes a time where it's like you're living without a purpose. So you wake up and it's like, okay, what do I do now? Of course, sometimes I have doctor's appointments, sometimes I have, I don't know, something, but it's always like an hour in the week. So it does make me have plenty of time to overthink. And I don't know. It's okay though. I'm giving myself a lot of grace. Also, I haven't worked out in so long. Me and working out. Unfortunately, I am not the one of those Instagram gym models. I wish I was, but I be slacking when it comes to working out. But I do go out for walks. I try to go for walks regularly. This weekend we cleaned the whole house, the windows and the doors, everything. They call that a spring cleaning, right? We did that. I'm so happy we did that. I also count that as being active. Oops. What was my point? giving myself grace, enjoying the time, yeah. Because I'm gonna find something. It's all good. I just need to take a deep breath. Everything is gonna be okay. So today I booked an appointment, a nail appointment, because my nails, they need a little refresh. I don't know what I'm gonna do today. Maybe go to the city again. That way I can increase my steps of the day. But for the rest, that's it, man. I got nothing else to do. What else did I want to talk about? Hold on, let me just add this concealer. I don't know how some women put their makeup and talk at the same time. I feel like I don't know how to do that. Oh, why am I always so out of breath when I'm filming? I'm still at the early stages of getting used to talking to a camera. I mentioned this in my previous video too. And I don't know, I'm still learning to feel comfortable talking. Okay. By the way, the foundation is NYX Glaze. This is a drugstore product. It's really good. This is actually my alternative to Sisley. The Sisley Phyto Skin Nude Phytotin. I really like this one. I really like their technology on the skin. It's very it's a light coverage, water-based, but listen, I'm on a budget. I cannot afford to buy Sisley's and Lancome all the time because it's quite pricey. Can we talk about how expensive it is? Like beauty maintenance and having to keep up with all the products is crazy. So, and I already mentioned it in my previous video actually, but I feel like this video is the one people should be watching because the other one is not so good. My sister told me you don't have to spend thousands, hundreds of dollars on beauty products. You can just buy drugstore products and they are good enough, and that's true. This was, I think, Sisley, it's always around 80, 90, and store-bought is $14, so it's quite a difference. Wow, how's it looking? Okay. I already look less tired. It's not supposed to be like a perfect makeup. I just want to look less tired, and this is already it. I'm gonna add some mascara still, some not concealer, contour. This is, how can I cover this up better? Anyways, what else did I want to talk about? Let me see. Oh yeah, I wrote, I have time and I could use this time, to like visit new cities, because in my country, I don't want to say where I'm from, but in my country we have like neighbor countries where I could, actually, fuck it, I'm gonna say it. My neighbor countries could be Germany, Belgium, France. I could go to Spain, but I'm on a budget. Being on unemployment benefit is just paying like 80% of my previous salary, and my salary was already not a lot, so we're on a budget. We want to save money for other stuff. We are going on vacation already. Oh my god, I can't wait for that. I need to document it. What else? We want to add for like buy balcony furniture for this upcoming summer. What else do we want to do? There's so many things we want to do, but we only ever have a budget for one thing at a time. Oh, and wedding planning. Can we talk about it? Can we talk? Because as you might or may not have seen already, I'm engaged. Since last December 2024. Now it's March 2025. I don't know. So when we got engaged, we weren't thinking about getting married right away. We wanted to enjoy the engagement, but people kept asking, okay, so when's the wedding? What's the wedding? And I'm like, wedding? Oh, true. After engagement, you have the wedding. That makes sense. I know it's stupid, but we're not in a hurry to get married. We're not, we're doing things the untraditional way. I don't think you have to do the things the traditional way just because society tells you to. I'm not the one, okay? And we decided that we do want to organize a party. Also, in my country, you have something called PAX, which is declaring a partnership, and it's a new thing. I think it has been around for 10 years, maybe more, I don't know. And it's an alternative to getting married, and it's a better alternative, I believe, because if you decide you don't want to be together anymore, you don't have to go through the long process of divorce, but it just requires a signature from both parties, and then it's all good. I know there's this whole discussion on the internet around marriage and divorce, people being against prenups, and there's so much to unpack, there's so much to talk about, but I think this might be a video for another day. I don't want to get into it. As I said, I like doing the things the untraditional way. We're not in the 1950s anymore, okay? Times have changed. A lot of things have changed, and yeah, we evolve. Yeah. Yeah, we talked about it. We want to do the PAX thing, and this wouldn't change our level of commitment. My sister already did that with her partner as well. It's her husband, basically. They are actually married, and like I said, it doesn't reflect the level of engagement, of commitment, sorry. So yeah, that's what we want to do. And then we wanted to do it next year just because of the budget. We don't have the budget yet to celebrate, but because we saw how expensive everything is, we decided, you know what, maybe when you look at the prices, it made me want to just elope. Seriously. I don't think, we don't have the budget to do a 10K wedding. We really don't. I don't even know if I want to spend all that money just for a wedding. Excuse me. But at the same time, I think it's a beautiful thing to celebrate the union, so I have to find like a good middle ground. Since he said that since we're not doing a big party, let's do it this year. And I was like, you know what? Okay. We already went and picked our wedding band. I can't wait to have them. I'm really excited to have them. I had chosen one wedding band, but I changed my mind. I now want a simple Swarovski jewelry, but the problem is that it's not matière noble, so it's not gold or silver, so it's a it's how you call it. So it might, the quality is of the jewelry is not the same as if you pick gold or silver. But the wedding, I mean the ring is just so pretty. I really don't care. That's also one of the things that I don't care about doing things traditionally. I don't care. It's also not expensive, just like $79. But I'm just worried about the quality. But then I was like, you know what? We can buy a second one once it's not pretty anymore. But I don't know. I don't know about that thought. I might be all over the place. And it needs to, all I want is that it looks good with this ring. So I'm talking about so many things and I'm not even, where's the makeup? So I've just added, hold on. I hate it when I have to film and do my makeup because it's just so not good, but whatever, let's continue. I'm gonna add some contour. So for concealer and contour, I use Fit Me by Maybelline and NYC again, drugstore products again. I need to sit back and relax. Can you feel it, how out of breath I am when I speak? Well, it's also because of the allergies, but I also know for a fact that when I film, I'm never relaxed. Let's relax. Let me sit back and relax. How about here some on the nose. So I don't have a big public crowd. How do you call it? Audience. Sorry, I was looking for the word. I, for now, don't have a big audience yet. So if you are one of the first to watch this video and watch it until the end, may God bless your heart. Hello. Welcome. Tell me something in the comments. I don't know what could you just engage with me. Tell me something. I feel like there's still a lot of I don't know, I'm not liking the makeup. It's not giving. Not my problem. That's just not my problem. What else did I want to talk about in this? Shall we talk about friendship? I wanted to make a video where I talk about friendships because I feel like in our society, friendships are kind of cringe. But like especially friendships when you're an adult, it's just not the same anymore. Okay, when we were younger, when we used to go to school or college, you would have friends, but out of circumstance, you know, like you would see each other automatically every single day. And then after school, some friendships fall out naturally because somebody moves or goes to study somewhere else. Or just as an adult, we try to figure things out so we have less time for friendships. But I still value friendships a lot. I think it's super important to keep your friends in your life, because something I see very often is, especially women, as soon as they get into relationships, the friendships don't exist anymore. And that's something I always thought it's a shame, just because you have someone in your life, to not be in touch with your friends anymore. But then once the relationship is over, the friend comes back, you know. I don't like that. So I wanted to have a whole discussion around friendships. Some people experience friendship betrayals. May that kind of friendship never find me, honestly. But for me, it's only, what have I experienced in terms of friendships? I've experienced fallouts. Sometimes you just grow, how do you say that? Sometimes you just outgrow each other, and that's okay. As I said, some people you just don't see anymore. But then you have those friendships you kind of hold on to, but you make the painful realization that it has been one-sided for a long time. That has been one of my realizations. I lost another friend because we had like an argument. But that's also a story for another day. And then, can we also talk friendships at the workplace? Because let me be honest, I don't expect friendship when I work. Work is work. I clock out and that's it. But I'm gonna be very honest. Even though I don't expect friendship at the workplace, I would be grateful if I make a connection. Like a real genuine connection. I don't know, it would be pretty. I have friends. I mean, my friend circle is very small, by the way. I don't have many friends. Can we also talk about that? But I'm grateful for the circle that I have, because knowing me now. Okay, let me reformulate this. There was a time in my life, maybe like early 20s, where I always wondered, damn, why am I not part of this friend group? I always felt kind of out of place or left out. But now I'm actually grateful, because knowing who I am, I wouldn't have the energy to entertain all these friend circles, or some people are just not meant to be in your life. They don't, I wouldn't fit into their life. Some people wouldn't fit into my life. So God is good, right? God knows your heart and why you have never been part of certain circles and certain spaces. Because it's just not me. And the reason I want to have this friendship conversation is because I feel like there's always some shame around it. People are quick to brush the conversation off, or say things like, oh, we're grown now, grow up, like everybody's busy. I have a life. I'm like, I have a life too, but it's not about being busy, or because I feel like you're never too busy for friends, for people who you care about. Because, okay, you might not have people who say that, I feel like, are the same ones that you see in the stories on a brunch with other friends, for example, you know? So the excuse of being busy and figuring life out is not really valid. You make time for the people you care. So for me, it's really about talking about the realizing that some people just don't care as much as you do. But also we're in a society, we put romantic relationships on a pedestal, so high on a pedestal, and friendships are kind of down here. And I wish it was more balanced. It's also reflected in the movies. How many rom-coms do we have? There's so many romantic movies out there, and there's so little about friendships. There's a few friendships TV shows I really enjoyed, or movies. For example, I really enjoyed Firefly Lane with Katherine Hagel. I really enjoyed that one. The Green Book, it's called, I think. It's also about friendship. Yeah. Just to say, I truly value friendships. And yeah, I wish we could have more honest and transparent conversations about it. And I wish there was more of a safe space when it came to these conversations. Let me know what you think about relationships, your stories, your experience when it comes to friendships. I'm just gonna add some blush. Relax. I'm just gonna add some blush and then I'm done, because let's wrap it up. The camera angle is not ideal for a makeup video, to be honest. How about something for the lips? Do we have something for the lips? I don't have nothing for the lips right now, but we wanted to do a natural look anyway, so this is it. Let me just change the angle to show you. So, that's it, guys. Women. This is it. This is the look today. By the way, I have not mentioned my hairstyle. I'm so proud of this because I struggle with giving myself cute hairstyles with my natural hair. I always like to go to the hairdresser, get it straightened, because, you know, I don't want to deal with my hair. But I found this hairstyle on Pinterest and I live for it. I like it. I'm so proud I managed to do this. So this is it. For one of the two people that are watching this until the end, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a comment down below. Let's engage in some conversations. Let's talk, and see you next time. Bye.